Alright, this is the first unboxing that I've ever filmed. Let's get to it. It's probably also the most exciting thing I've ever opened. Because what I have in here is the consumer version Oculus Rift. Hope you can see this. Yep. Here we go. So I'm in Australia and they've shipped it using FedEx from China. I was kind of expecting to ship it, a big stack to a local warehouse in Sydney, but it looks like they haven't done that. And thankfully, because I was pretty worried about that, $1,100 in Australia. Oops, bumping the tripod. But thankfully they've dropped the shipping charges. Brings it back down to a much more affordable price. Here we go. Alright, so we've got our little IR camera thing, the tracking camera. There's the headset. The detachable face thingy, don't know the term. Alright. Now, I'm expecting a controller as well. It must be, there it is. It's good. I don't have an Xbox controller, I've just been using this PlayStation one as with a emulator. Alright. Okay, there's the wireless dongle. Got manuals. What's that? Some sort of tool. Sort of like a screwdriver on this end. I'll have to check. Gels. We've got just a USB extender cable. Lovely lens cleaner. Tiny health and safety warning in every language. Stickers. Batteries. Must be for the controller. Alright, well, I guess I'll set this up and give it a try. Alright, so now we have the most important test. How does it work in my game? Well, I have actually been playing with this for about a week, and initially, I had a couple compatibility issues. One was, for some reason Windows wasn't updating properly, so I didn't have the up-to-date drivers for the controller. But once I sorted that out, the game, some of the mapping was different. And it turns out that with Windows 10 compared to previous versions of Windows, and also with the Xbox One controller compared to a 360, the mappings can vary, and then it's also different on a Mac. And programming to adapt for all that is just not something I wanted to do. So I just bought an asset from the Unity asset store and sorted. So yeah, it was good. I'm glad other people have solved those problems, even if the developers of Unity haven't gotten around to it themselves. We get this interesting red line, but that doesn't appear in the Rift. I'm going to go ahead and put it on. And we get this health and safety warning. If I can turn the controller on. Just reset the view. And yeah, it works. perfectly. Compared to the DK2, it's the resolution's better. You still get a little bit of the screen door effect. You know, that's still an area that they need to work on, but still a lot better. It feels so light, and the other compatibility issues. I've only got I don't have the right USB 3 ports, which, you know, I knew because I'd done the compatibility check thing, but it's been hard to find which ones you should use. And so I was kind of waiting until the last minute to just pick one up once, you know, there was a list of what was compatible. But they haven't provided that, and there's only a couple that other people have confirmed. So, you know, I've ordered one, but it'll take a while to get here. So this is just working on USB 2, because it just failed completely on the USB 3 ports I have. So the good news is that, yeah, USB 2 is fine for, you know, temporary measure, or if you're waiting for your, you know, USB 3 expansion card to arrive in the mail like me. I'm assuming that the USB 3 will help provide better tracking. I mean, you'd hope so, that's what it's for. But yeah, USB 2 works, and I got a little bit sick when I played Valkyrie for, you know, a few hours, but then I did it again later and I was fine. So, you know, I guess getting a little bit used to it, and otherwise it just hasn't been an issue. So yeah, I mean, it's all positive as far as my experience with it, except for the USB 3 issue. I wish they found a way to just make it work with all USB 3 ports. And yeah, this game is called Formula C. It's the racing game that I'm making. Soon to be on Greenlight. You should keep an eye out for it. It's considering all the racing sims just don't seem to be supporting the consumer version yet. You know, should help me get through Greenlight so I can get this out and you can play some racing games in VR.